Our capital markets are the envy of the world and the heartbeat of American capitalism. Capitalism will prevail over socialism, but crony capitalism will not. So our goal is to have fair capitalism, and that requires a strong SEC. Unfortunately, the SEC continues to have vacancies on its board and a apparent refusal by the president to know that there should be 2 Democrats on that board. The SEC has functioned for 100 years with a 5-member board, including participation by the political party that is not in power in the White House. We just saw a bill considered right before this one, which in the name of privacy would make it virtually impossible for the Consolidated Audit Trail to track down insider trading. And insider trading is one of the great scourges of capitalism and our capital markets, and is the symbolic, the greatest symbol of crony capitalism. Now we have this bill that contains some good provisions, but undermines the SEC in language that would sound good. It says that before a proposal is issued, instead of that the SEC would have comment periods, et cetera, commensurate with the complexity of the matter. The SEC should do this. The SEC does do this. So why do I object to putting it into statutory language? Because it's a vague standard that will be used in court to challenge everything the SEC does. Because you can always go to a court and claim that it wasn't long enough. We didn't comment long enough. Now, I have on occasion asked the SEC to take more time on a regulation, to consult with more people, and we should continue to do that. And the SEC should continue to provide more than the minimum amount of time when the complexity of the matter requires that. But to put a giant club in the hands of those who would attack every SEC regulation, and to put that in statute, that's not just a vague statement or of a wonderful platitude. That is a litigation device. The bill also would dramatically reduce the fines for violations in many cases by looking at several violations and calling them one. Now, as the gentleman, I believe, from Michigan pointed out, the bill does contain material or a provision regarding the PCAOB. I am the only CPA on this committee, so you'd think I'd have an opinion on that, but I am an agnostic on what we should do, whether the PCAOB should remain an independent board. I look forward to studying the matter further. But I will say that the gentleman's arguments are just as strong with regard to the FASB as they are of the PCAOB. So we either should have independent structures or everything folded into the SEC. So I oppose this bill because it weakens enforcement. I oppose this bill because it provides a club in the hand of anyone trying to invalidate any SEC regulation, no matter how carefully considered or how logically based on law. And I oppose this bill because it seems to be part of a day in which we are moving away from honest capitalism and toward crony capitalism, and I yield back.